Good morning, friends. Let's talk about something we all think we understand but might be getting wrong. Protein. Now I know what you're picturing. Bodybuilders chugging chalky shakes or ads for high-protein bars that taste like cardboard. But here's the truth. For folks over 60, protein isn't just about bulging biceps. It's about keeping your muscles strong, your energy steady, and your independence intact. And guess what? Most of us aren't getting nearly enough. Now I'll admit, I used to skip protein at meals. I'm not running marathons, I'd say, loading my plate with veggies and calling it a day. But then I learned something that changed everything. After 60, our bodies become less efficient at using protein. It's like trying to build a house with half the bricks you need. My neighbor Helen learned this the hard way. She fell last year and her doctor said weak muscles were partly to blame. "You're eating like a bird," he told her. Now, she's the queen of omelets and walks her granddog every morning. So let's start with the basics. How much protein do we actually need? The old rule of 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight? That's the minimum to avoid deficiency, not the goal for staying strong. Experts now say seniors should aim for 1.2 to 1.5 grams per kilogram. For a 150-pound person, that's about 80 to 100 grams a day. Sounds like a lot, right? But it's easier than you think, and no, you don't need to choke down steak at every meal. Let's talk easy protein sources. Eggs are your best friend, 6 grams per egg, and they're quick to scramble or boil. Greek yogurt? A single cup packs 20 grams. Stir in some berries, and you've got breakfast sorted. And don't forget plant-based options like lentils, quinoa, or even a humble spoonful of peanut butter. My go-to snack? Apple slices with almond butter, crunchy, sweet, and a sneaky 8 grams of protein. Now here's a tip. Spread your protein throughout the day. Your body can't store it like carbs or fat, so 3 square meals with 25 to 30 grams each work better than one giant steak dinner. Think, cottage cheese at breakfast, a chicken salad for lunch, and a salmon fillet at dinner. And yes, cheese counts. A sprinkle of Parmesan on your soup adds a quick protein punch. But wait, what if you're not hungry enough to eat that much? Or you're on a budget, trust me, I've been there. Canned tuna, frozen edamame, or even a can of beans are cheap, shelf-stable lifesavers. And if chewing's a struggle, blitz a smoothie with protein powder, milk, and frozen mango. It's like sipping a tropical vacation, with muscles. Next, we'll tackle the biggest myths about protein for seniors. Like too much protein harms your kidneys, spoiler, not true for most of us, and how to keep your meals exciting without turning into a short-order cook. Because staying strong shouldn't feel like a chore, it's about savoring life, one delicious bite at a time. Alright friends, let's bust some myths. You've probably heard that too much protein hurts your kidneys. Now unless your doctor's told you otherwise, that's about as true as saying coffee stunts your growth. For most of us, kidneys handle protein just fine. My cousin Joe eats eggs like they're going out of style, and his kidneys are kicking at 82. The real issue? Not getting enough to keep your muscles from melting away like ice cream on a hot day. Here's another myth. Seniors can't build muscle. Hogwash. You won't turn into a bodybuilder, sure. But with a little protein and movement, you can stay strong enough to lift groceries, chase grandkids, or haul that new potted fern from the car. My friend Marge started adding a protein shake after her morning walk. 6 months later, she's rearranging her living room furniture solo. That's power. Now let's talk meals. I know, cooking can feel like a chore, but protein doesn't have to mean slaving over a steak. Meet my lazy lunch layer Greek yogurt, canned salmon, and diced cucumbers. Screw on the lid, shake it like a Polaroid picture, and boom! 20 grams of protein. Or try microwaving frozen edamame for a salty snack that crunches like chips but fuels your muscles. Eggs are your secret weapon. Whip up a frittata with leftovers, spinach, cheese, even last night's roasted veggies. Slice it into wedges, and you've got breakfast or dinner sorted for days. And if meat's tough on your teeth, lentil soup or silken tofu blended into pudding is your friend. Soft, savory, and sneaky with protein. Let's talk reality. Muscle loss sneaks up like a quiet thief. One day you're lifting a casserole dish, the next it feels like a boulder. That's sarcopenia, a fancy word for where'd my muscles go. But here's the thing. Protein is your body's repair crew. It patches up the wear and tear from everyday life, keeping you ready for adventures, big or small. Think of your muscles like a savings account. Every bite of protein is a deposit. Skip too many, and you'll run out of withdrawals when you need them. But make steady deposits? You'll have enough to spend on gardening, dancing, or whatever makes your heart sing. Now I won't sugarcoat it. Some days eating enough feels impossible. Maybe your appetite's MIA, or cooking for one feels pointless. That's when shortcuts save the day. Keep hard-boiled eggs in the fridge, snack on jerky, or stir collagen powder into your coffee. And if all else fails, a spoonful of peanut butter straight from the jar counts. No judgment here. Next, we'll tackle the how. Like timing your protein for max impact, tasty recipes for picky eaters, and what to do if your stomach rebels. Because you deserve to feel strong, energized, and ready to grab life by the spatula. We've talked about why protein matters, busted myths, and tackled lazy day meals. Now let's get tactical. How do you make protein work for your life? Even if cooking feels like a chore, or your stomach stages a protest. Let's close this out with wisdom, warmth, and maybe a little whipped cream. Timing is everything. Your body craves protein most after movement, like a walk, gardening, or even vacuuming. So try pairing a protein snack with activity. A hard-boiled egg after your morning stroll or a handful of almonds post-grocery run. And here's a pro tip. Have a small protein bite before bed. Casein, found in cottage cheese or Greek yogurt, digests slowly, fueling your muscles overnight. My buddy Dave calls it his pajama protein. For picky eaters or cooking haters, meet your new bestie's 2-ingredient wonders. Mix a scoop of protein powder into oatmeal. It vanishes, promise. Mash canned salmon with mayo and lemon for a lazy sandwich, or blend silken tofu into a chocolate mousse. Yes, tofu. It's like a ninja, silent but mighty. My grandkids never knew their milkshake was packed with protein. And if you're bored of chicken, try bowl-fying your protein. Layer cottage cheese with salsa and chips for a crunch fest. Stuff a whole grain pita with hummus and turkey slices. Or smear peanut butter on celery and pretend you're 12 again. Food should be fun, not a science project. Now, let's address the elephant in the room: tummy troubles. Maybe beans leave you gassy or dairy feels like a betrayal. That's okay. Swap to gentler options: lactose-free milk, lean turkey, or soaked lentils. They're easier to digest. And if you're still struggling, try digestive enzymes or a sprinkle of ginger in your tea. My sister swears by peppermint capsules, gut peacekeepers, she calls them. Remember, protein isn't a punishment, it's a love letter to your future self. Every bite is a step toward carrying your own groceries, traveling without fear, or rolling on the floor with your grandkids. And if you mess up, so what? Yesterday's missed protein is today's fresh start. Let's recap your protein playbook. Aim for 20 to 30 grams per meal. Eggs, yogurt, lentils, fish, snack smart, cheese sticks, jerky, or a spoonful of nut butter. Adapt, don't stress. Find what works for your body and budget. But the biggest lesson? You're not just eating for today, you're investing in all the tomorrows where you get to live life on your terms. Before I go, 2 quick favors. If this series inspired you, hit like. It helps others find us. And if you're new here, tap subscribe. We're all about thriving after 60, one bite, and laugh at a time. Oh, and tell me in the comments, what's your protein MVP? I need new ideas. Protein isn't about numbers on a scale or grams on a label. It's about strength for the moments that matter, big, small, and everything in between. So here's to you, fierce, fabulous, and fed. Keep shining, my friend.